We have a massive collection update. This is going to be one of the most candid vlogs ever. Have they not publicly unveiled it?
I don't know if you could say that, but
I get sick of cars pretty quickly.
Why are you selling that?
That is roughly a $3 million car that has been an absolute nightmare.
You have some really fun stuff on the way.
There's been like one delivered in the US.
That car we haven't announced, and that thing's super cool.
Hey everybody, today we have a massive collection update. We have so many things going on that we had to make a vlog out of it. And we have a whole bunch of amazing stuff jammed into this vlog for you guys today. I have $7+ million and 3 hypercars leaving the collection. I have over $10 million of hypercars on order coming in, and there are some cars we have not told you guys about yet. We've also got a bunch of progress we've made on the Apollo. It is almost running. We'll tell you guys all about that. And we've made a bunch of changes on vehicles that have been in the collection for a while that we just don't really reveal on our channel. So you guys are gonna learn a whole bunch today, and I hope you guys have a good time watching this vlog. And of course, we have my collection manager, confidant, friend, and son of the sexiest mom alive, Tommy Gauthier. Take a seat, buddy.
Hello.
And new dad.
And new dad.
Yes, daddy. We got 2 daddies here now.
We
right?
do. That's crazy. It's crazy. It's good being back. I was gone for a little bit. Well, I think we start off with the few hypercars that are leaving the collection. That's a big update.
Yeah, a huge update, and maybe the reason behind that. And then you guys have always seen a whole bunch of vehicles in the background, wondered if they're ours, and they are. We just never talk about them because I just don't think a vlog would do well on Adam LZ's Corvette and all the other vehicles. So we're gonna briefly hit on those, and while a lot of those are gonna leave the collection as well. But let's start with the hypercars leaving. And there's a finite amount of money in the world, and I do not have infinite money cheat code.
He's close.
So because I don't have infinite money, some cars have to leave to make way for the other hypercars coming in and non-hypercars in the next 6 or 7 months.
Yes, they do.
Indeed.
I think the most surprising is probably the Rimac Nevera.
Yes.
That car caught me off guard. I didn't think you were going to sell it for a long time. What caused you to decide to sell the Nevera?
So this is going to be one of the most candid vlogs ever. And so there's a few decision points with that one, right? First, we got a whole bunch of the content out of the way, like the races. That thing is just going to beat every single car in existence.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
There's nothing that's going to beat that in a quarter mile, and pretty much nothing for a half mile. Other than that new Chinese hypercar that they just developed that I have no way of getting. That's only $400,000, something crazy like that.
Yeah, nuts.
Second, it just doesn't have street presence of cars like the Apollo, the McLaren Senna. People don't know that that is a $2.5 million car. It's very unassuming. And so there is an element to this collection where things need to look bold, and I'm really changing the dynamic of the collection, and you'll see that, you know, the lineup of hypercars in the next like 6 to 9 months is gonna look insane.
If you haven't already, go check out our most recent drag race video where we raced the Koenigsegg Agera, the Rimac Nevera, and the Hennessy Venom F5 on an airstrip. That video was sponsored by MyHeritage. If you want to learn more about your family's heritage, visit the link down in our description.
I think we got its use out. It was cramped for me and you, the most cramped car
It
that
was.
we had,
It was
right?
a very small car for
that's part of
bigger
the
guys.
And we've heard a lot of good things about reliability with them, and I do think that it is a reliable car, but we had some bad luck with it.
We also really drove the car hard, and we also didn't do it justice. There were some things that I think were user error that maybe made the car less happy.
Yeah, I'll talk about that one. So we did 3 big drag race vlogs, and all 3 of them we had some issue with the Rimac, right?
Yeah.
And that wasn't great. The last one, it had an issue a few days prior. We had to swap out wheels because I was doing donuts. I burned out the tires. It was bad, bad, bad. We forgot to put pins inside the wheel, so it did $140,000 worth of damage to the wheel hubs and some other stuff.
And that is not Rimac's fault.
No,
it's not. We had an in-house mechanic do that. It wasn't something that happened at their service center. This is like really on us, and I want to make that clear that a lot of that stuff is like us being stupid and not any reflection on the brand.
I wouldn't say a lot of that. I wouldn't say a lot of that stuff. I would
that
say
one specifically, I think.
I would say that one. Otherwise, we've been pretty particular about how we charge and manage the vehicle. That's why the Rimac's got to go. And I just get sick of, like, I hate to say it, but like I get sick of cars pretty quickly.
Yeah, and if you're to spend $2.5 million on a car, like, you know how many experiences you can have for $2.5 million? True. How many different, you could buy 30 vehicles for that are all crazy in different ways.
Yes.
So it's fun to like recirculate money in the collection with new stuff.
It is, and I think that's more part of the bold strategy of the crazy cars like the Apollo. I'll tell you guys about the gearbox in that is unique to everything else when we hit on that. Next car that's going out is actually the funniest one because it's the Ford GT. I just bought that thing like 3 months ago.
How many times have you driven that like outside of content?
6.
Crazy.
And it's a great car. It looks beautiful, but it's so boring. I think I just needed something to like bridge a gap because because we were waiting on some cars, and I'm just like, I don't have enough Hypercars, so I just went and bought that thing on a whim.
But like normal people are like, I want to mix it up, like I'll buy a pair of shoes, and you're like, I'm just gonna get a Ford GT, it'll hold me over for 6 months, and then I'll sell it.
Basically,
that's just scratch the itch.
And I don't miss it. I'm not worried about it. Like the Rimac we had for 2 years almost, so like I won't miss that because we got the use out of it. The GT, just don't care.
Totally.
Third one that I think we're strongly considering, and I think will go, and this is where I'm going to be the most candid that I've ever been, is the Koenigsegg Regera. That is roughly a $3 million car that has been an absolute nightmare for us. And like, I love that car, and I would keep that car probably forever if it didn't break every 5 minutes that I had it. We drive basically 10, 20 miles, and then it breaks and takes a month to fix. So, and I hate to say it, and like, I love and respect everybody at Koenigsegg. They are really good people. They have hosted us for tours. They are kind. They are communicative. They are very protective of their brand, and I think that's why we haven't been as candid in the past. But they absolutely need to do some work on this Regera. I think there needs to be a mass recall. There needs to be something. I was going to make a whole vlog around this that was going to be far more in depth and go into some other areas that I don't like about that, but I'm just going to leave it at that there's a massive reliability problem with the Regera that extends well beyond my car. And we know a lot of collectors, and it is not super public, but amongst hypercar collectors, it is extremely well known that that car is very problematic. That's why it's got to go. Otherwise, I love it. It's such a cool car. The doors pop up. Like, there's nothing quite like that car.
When that car was working properly, it's one of the best cars I've ever driven.
Yeah,
truly.
the 3 months out of the 18 months that we were able to drive. What, I put 1,000 miles on it?
But I mean, it's an amazing car, and I think if they can figure that out, I think that it really is a special car, and I'm really eager for the Esco too.
And I think part of that is that they try to do everything in-house, and you can't be good at doing wire harnesses, doing your head unit. You can't be good at making everything. Sometimes you got to subcontract stuff out and lean on other people that have done that for 50, 70 years. But the Esco, I think, is going to be less complicated. It's just an internal combustion engine. There's no crazy single gear.
Crazier, it's faster, should be better at everything. So
and
hopefully that car should be back soon.
We'll talk
That's later.
I got to share some production picture stuff with you guys on that I just got, and they're so cool.
Yeah.
Before I breeze through the other 9 cars I am selling, you heard that right, 9. Let's talk about ones that I sold that we didn't tell you guys about already. So I did sell the AMG GT Black Series.
Yeah.
I hated that car. We threw an exhaust on it that did elevate it, but
it was a good car.
It was the most squirrely car we have ever owned. Like, you would accelerate perfect straight line.
Yeah.
Perfect straight line, gas. Like, this thing
and we
was
thought
sideways.
It was the tires, so we replaced the tires. It didn't help. The thing is, it's just a squirrely. I think it's fun.
It was slow relative to,
yeah.
There were 15 cars faster than that.
That's true.
That I've got. So
that's true.
But I loved the color, and it looked cool.
Yeah, the exhaust sounded great. Brooks hooked it up. That was a great exhaust. Cannonball installed that.
And we also sold the G80 M3 that was modified, and the Yaray edition that we never even told you guys that we had. That was a fun daily driver that I took to Wisconsin here and there, and the crew got a lot of good use out of that.
Yeah. That was a great car.
Let's talk about the other Hamilton Collection vehicles that are on the chopping block. So we have the Hennessy H1000 Cadillac Escalade.
Why are you selling that?
Because that one is, so like, I ruined the car, that's why. I bought that car to transport groups and to go up to like the airport and to go up to like visit my facility in Wisconsin when we had, 5, 6 people. It was for luxury, for comfort, and I ruined it by making it 1,000 horsepower. Yeah. This thing is the most hard shifting, rowdy vehicle I have ever been in. Like,
it's like too much. It's way too much. And it's funny because you had like the normal Escalade that wasn't a V. That car was great, and you're like, the V came out. You got to get it. It's crazy. You're like, it's not fast enough. We're gonna set it at Hennessy. And now it's too fast and too crazy.
It's crazy. So like even the regular V Series I think would also be on the chopping block because I would have came to the same realization. I just went and made it stupid. So my wife is getting the Lucid Gravity, and I think that will fill that gap because I think it's a 7-passenger. It's like a luxurious large Tesla. Super excited
450-mile range, which is awesome.
450-mile range, let's go.
Yeah, it's amazing for an electric car.
And then the other one is the Hummer H1, which I haven't really talked about. It's been in the background. There are so many. We actually have 34-something cars, and we just don't talk about a lot of them. But the Hummer H1 was a vehicle my brother had in the past. I loved his. He sold his. I got one. Realized that I just never drove that thing. So that one's got to go bye-bye as well.
Yeah.
Let's talk about all the vehicles that I bought when we launched the Fitment channel. We should probably head over in that area.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Before we head over to the area that we've never actually talked about, I'm going to start my day off right with some First Leaf. That's some good stuff. Tommy made this for me. You could have snuck something in there,
I mean,
like salt.
I peed in there, yeah.
This is actually literally the only company I've invested in the last 5 years. Good for my gut, good for my energy, and it really does taste fantastic. We're gonna throw a link in the YouTube description so you guys can save 30% off your first month subscription on First Leaf. I did launch a little side venture for a while, the Fitment Industries YouTube channel. Quickly realized that nobody really wants to watch a company. At least that's the conclusion that I came to, because we tried to bring everything that we had from the Hamilton collection to the Fitment channel. It did not work out. I actually personally invested in a whole bunch of vehicles for the channel. We got to go have some fun in some of them. So you guys might have seen a bunch of the coolest Euro, Old American, and JDM cars around. Those were all mine personally. We did a bunch of modifications with them. I just never talked about them on the Hamilton collection. Let me drink a little bit more of this actually. This is actually quenching some thirst. We're gonna keep the garage, the lift. Benpack makes the best 2-post and 4-post lifts in the business. Have them in my personal garage. Really good people over there, the best quality product. This right here is the first car that's going by. This is the Nissan S15 Silvia. We imported this directly from Japan. Super low mileage car. I think it has like 22,000 kilometers, but it's got to go by because I just don't drive this stuff. Like this isn't my vibe. Adam LZ's Corvette. We flew out there, drifted this around his property. It was actually a tremendous amount of fun, and that dude is so talented. This one's gonna go bye-bye. My sleeper R34 Skyline. This is obviously right-hand drive because these just became legal to import as well. So this is straight from Japan. I'm gonna keep the.
Oh, the K-Truck we gotta keep.
The K-Truck's gotta stay. My kids love this K-Truck. We have footage of my son and all of his friends lifting this entire thing up. I hope we can find that footage to show you guys. This thing's too fun, and that's like a garbage hauler. I drove it home when the Rimac broke. I drove this home from a car show on the highway. That was great.
This is one of the scariest cars I think you own. It is terrifying. Yes. This car, 60 miles an hour, feels faster than any of the Hypercars at 200. It is terrifying.
Yes, and the wheels are so tiny.
I love it.
It's the best. Great. I actually bought an E30 BMW M3 that is at Chicago Motor Cars right now. I also actually bought a 1992 Acura NSX NA1 that we Liberty Walk wide-bodied. We're making it Ruby Star Red. It has a twin-turbo, built-up motor, some awesome wheels and tires, and I may actually end up keeping that because I haven't seen it all together yet.
Yeah.
But it's probably going to be really not comfortable to drive. We also have it on air ride. The Dodge Viper, actually, that's one of the Hamilton Collections one. That one is going to go.
Yeah.
Really is a fun and great car. I just don't drive it. If I'm gonna pay money for something, then I have to get good use out of it, or I'm not gonna let it sit here. Like this isn't a showcase of cars. This is stuff I want to go drive, hoon, beast, have fun with. And then selling my 1983 Cadillac Fleetwood limo because I love my 1989 Lincoln limo so much that I just don't drive the other limo anymore. So the 89 limo stays.
That thing, yeah, the white one is the best one. You've had 3 or 4 now, I think, and the winner is the Lincoln.
It is, and that was the one that I liked the least for the first like year and a half, and now I love it.
That's the only one I've ever liked.
Oh, good. Yeah, well, I'm glad you kept it. Because it doesn't have cloth.
It's sanitary, yeah. That pretty much covers everything that's being sold right now. I think we should talk about some modifications on the cars that we haven't talked about in YouTube before.
Yeah. Even if we do a $50,000, $60,000 modification, it's hard to make a whole vlog on it.
It's true.
Like the Senna, right? That one I put over $100,000 into.
We could start there.
Let's
start with the Senna.
We should.
That car was broken for well over a year. That broke at NASA the first time. The engine was essentially waterlogged. It was raining. You can go ahead and tell everybody. It was insane.
It was bad, yeah. That was like the 4th major car that broke there. It was like typhooning. The water was flying sideways into the exhaust.
I'll clip a video.
The oil.
It's insane.
It was bad. Mixed with the oil, cooked the engine. A shop had it, blew the engine multiple more times in Arizona. Absolutely do not like that shop. We'll never go there again. We sent it to Cannonball, ordered a brand new engine from McLaren. They had this installed and running in like a month after 10, 11 months of blown. Like I was shocked at how quick Cannonball did it. They're total homies. We have it tuned, of course, pops, bangs, all of the fun stuff. We still have the bad motor, and after talking to them a little bit more, we think that we can get it modified and make that thing like 1,200 horsepower. So at some point we want to get the numbers matching motor built out, and I don't think it's that much money.
Yeah.
So we're probably still going to do that. Comment below if you guys think that we should do that, because I think it will. I mean, a 1,200 horsepower Senna would be insane. So
it would probably be the fastest Senna in the world. I don't think anyone's really built one yet.
No. And this, of course, is my old trusty reliable 765 LT. This one's a workhorse. We've done nothing new to that. What else, Tommy? Oh,
they've seen these cars. Yeah, this is my favorite recent ad, other than the Apollo, obviously. I think this car is like the best thing ever. It's so
great.
Fun. We just added these sick inserts from GT3 belts. They match the. Oh, it's locked.
You're the key. Go, Henny. Go now. Good boy. It looks so good.
It looks so good. So GT3 belts came, they actually flew here from San Francisco. Seat inserts are amazing. They did door cards. We're gonna replace these with yellow to match the belts. We thought we like pink. They don't look as good as I was hoping they would. But they're actually coming back out and they're installing a back seat on this car, which is gonna be really cool. I don't know if any
2 back
3RSs
seats. 2 back seats.
That's
Tommy.
true. That's true. There are 2 seats going in the back seat,
Yes,
the singular
yes.
back seat of this car. Anyways, so that'll be done soon. That's going to be a really fun project. Who's doing wheels for this car?
We are getting wheels from Brixton Forged, polished with carbon fiber lips. Those will be here in a matter of days. I mean, it already is the coolest looking 3RS, isn't it? You guys with the Ruby Star Red. There's not many of these in this color, probably 5 in the US.
And we have a few exhausts that we can choose from as well. Do you want to go over that and
Well,
which ones we think we
kinda-
already
kinda-
decided?
Should we talk about my screw up on that? Valvetronic hooked us up with a free system. Austin at Valvetronic is absolutely crazy, and that's why we love him so much. I'll be like, hey, I got this new car. He's like, exhaust is already on the way. I didn't get any say in it. Dead ass. So he shipped us a full set of headers and their Valvetronic system for this. And we did get another system. Actually, the next car we'll talk about has another system that we didn't publicly talk about either. So we're going to throw that on this because we've already got it here. We're going to see how great it sounds. I'm sure it will sound fantastic. And then Army Tricks actually shipped us something that's sitting on a container. It'll probably be about 2 months before it gets here. So I think we're going to do a side-by-side after we get the Valvetronic installed, drive it. We'll take it off, throw the Army Tricks on, and see which one we like better. So
IPE also offered an exhaust to us.
They offered one too.
I've
I
always
know.
liked IPE, so I'm kind of, I mean, I like that. I think you recently purchased Vivid Racing, which is the sole distributor for Armatrix, so
Yeah.
it kind of makes sense for you
Yeah.
to have that exhaust on your car.
It does, yeah.
But back to Valvetronic and Austin being a homie, the STO right here, this car has a Valvetronic catback exhaust, and they did a really good job with that.
Yeah.
This thing sounds awesome. It really brought it to life. If we were to do cats, it would be way louder and crazier, but the pops and bangs and everything, it's a ton of fun. And
yeah. I think it probably doesn't meet our standards for insane loudness because we need to do headers and cats, but I think
Yeah.
that requires this thing to be like tuned. So this we can run headers and Valvetronic without a tune. It'll be okay. This we can't. We have to tune it if we do no cats and if we do headers. And this is still under warranty, and if I tune it, then it's cooked.
that's kind of why some cars are modified and why others aren't. It really depends on warranty.
Travis Scott, since you own this car before, let me know if you think we should just suck it up and tune it anyway.
What else are other big projects? This one was a big one last winter. Another
Yeah.
thing that we never covered. This
The
is probably a
LS.
$40,000 or $50,000 engine build, maybe
Yep.
more. Right in the center, I think.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I should know that. I've had this car longer than all of them.
Burn.
Speed Inc. crushed it. We tried so hard to find someone that could do this LS for a year.
Yeah.
Dropped it off with them because that legitimately seems like all they do, and they crushed it. This is such a it's almost runs too well now.
It's never driven better ever. It is
Agreed.
so to rip this car with windows down on a summer evening is
Yes.
like one of the best experiences of any car in the garage. It is so fun, but like you said, it almost does run too well. Like it's like perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's true.
What else is new? The Trans Am. You've been running that car a bunch. That's also LS swapped.
Yeah, Trans Am is like my second or third most fun car to drive. It's so loud. Exhaust pipes like spit out the side so you hear it. It's extremely powerful. Such a great car. And update on the Lusso, we rewrapped it because FlexiShield came out with a Gen 2 of the wrap. And so we took advantage of that opportunity to get this brand new bold red that
Yeah.
looks a lot like the last red, but it's perfect. FlexiShield always takes good care of us. Their V2 of this, I mean, they were already the best wrap in the business, and somehow they made it even better. So
It looks like paint, and it does a really good job at protecting the actual paint of the cars. I actually have FlexiShield on my personal car outside. I have a 2025 Hummer EV, and it's fully protected in a dark purple wrap.
you should
and
look at it. Also, we'll have like 4 or 5 cars at the FlexiShield booth at the SEMA show early November if you guys will be there. And this is my peach van. We didn't tell you guys about this, and we should have done a whole vlog around this because my dad bought one of these for the family. It's actually a conversion van. My dad bought one just like that, and he put a bench seat in it for all of us kids. I remember he paid $1,000. It was gray. There's just a lot of nostalgia behind this. I've been following them on Bring a Trailer. This one popped up. It looks brand new from the dealer. Incredible condition.
Yeah.
And so this is kind of our new work haul van when we need to transport wheels and tires to get them installed or mounted, which we constantly do because we're always throwing on wheels and tires from fitmentindustries.com, y'all. One of my companies that I have owned and loved dearly, and you can have the biggest selection of wheels and tires in the US of A and get them lightning fast. You like that selfless promotion?
I love that. Speaking
Oh,
of
we
wheels
got
and-
all the promotions
Everybody,
today, guys.
I know, we're stacked. Speaking of wheels and tires, Boston actually hooked it up on my car. I
These look so
love
good.
these wheels.
These look so good,
I love
bro.
them. Boston and Radar both they sponsored wheels and tires for me, and I am so happy with how it turned out with the Flexi Shield. And
How about them fringe benefits of working for the Hamilton?
that's what I'm
folks in
saying.
Germany?
I know they're the best. Really great partners of ours, and we're grateful for them.
My fringe benefit of working with you is banging your mom.
I know. I would have never guessed he was going to say that. Close that. Close that. Henry! No!
Yeah, loser. Loser. Can't even shut a door. Oh my God.
Henry!
Good boy.
I do want to cover the cars that are on order. You have some really fun stuff on the way, starting
Yeah.
with the Koenigsegg Jesko, which
Yeah.
should tentatively be here in the next 2 months.
We just got pictures from the factory like 3 or 4 days ago, and it looks like 80–90% complete. So I think that they're on pace to actually be done with it early
Yeah.
November, which is what we've been told. Then it's another month from there. So like that car should absolutely arrive this year. Of course, we'll create a whole vlog on it because there's been like one delivered in the US or just a couple?
Yeah, there's one US spec car that is like on US soil. I believe that a few cars just at the factory that are coming right now.
Yeah.
So we'll be in the next batch of cars coming to the US and one of the first ones to touch down in the Midwest. We'll obviously do a car show when that car's here and a public unveiling. It's going to be
Might have
awesome.
to ship it somewhere warm. So
We should do that.
If you're in Florida or maybe Arizona,
That'd be
maybe we'll do it
really
out there.
fun. We
Yeah.
could do a Strad Pizza Jesko unveiling.
That would be cool.
That'd be awesome.
James, you
For
want to have us over?
our Scottsdale peeps? That'd be good fun.
Yeah.
What else? You got the SSC Tuatara. That car
SSC Tuatara, yeah.
Yeah, that car we're in the midst of speccing still. We're adding some really cool red carbon fiber
Yes.
accents. That's another video where like we could do a whole video speccing the car. It's just a lot of time, and I think it's better to cover it quickly in one of these videos.
We'll show you guys the spec. I mean, there's some red carbon. The exterior is going to be red on that car. Built right here in the USA, and they build a ton of that car here. I mean, the chassis is built there in Washington. The stitching, interiors,
and
so
we
much
met
of
the
that.
person who makes the entire interior in the car.
Yeah,
It's
that was
really
fun.
cool.
That was cool. I'm super hyped for that. That one feels like the Hennessy is very raw, emotional. Screams America. The SSC is also raw, but the interior is very refined. It's like more refined, but it's still a car that's so cool that it's made in the USA. Like the stuff that the US is churning out. And I'm looking at the Zinger, which is the third US hypercar that's built. Honestly, I think that was my least favorite of the three. I also did drive it the least. That is something I would love to have, the American Trinity.
Yeah.
And I need to be talked into that one. So
I'd love to give that car a second chance. I'd love to do like a factory tour of their facility and to spend more seat time in the car. We went to a cool event in Monterey and saw a lot about their track records and the reliability of that car. And it seems like a really cool project, and their 3D printing, it's impressive. So I think if we learn more about it, that'd be a fun one to add down the road.
Yeah. The three owners of those companies are so different.
I know they have such different approaches at building cars. Same with anything. Like Horacio Pagani, you look at Christian Koenigsegg, and like all those. It's so funny, like the different methods of building cars.
Yes. What else is coming?
You got that TWR, that car we haven't announced, and that thing's super cool.
Yeah, the TWR Supercat I think is based on the old Jaguar XJ series. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I saw some footage of it that was unveiled at
Goodwood Festival of Speed. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is a naturally aspirated V12. It is one of the coolest looking resto mod cars. I do have to buy a donor car to ship to them at some point when they decide to produce. I think they're producing 2027.
Yeah.
I need to find a really cool, like that could be the car we do in that dark green or like a mint green.
I know, I think that car in brown, like a really pretty metallic brown, could be super cool. That'll be like a funky spec car.
Yeah.
That thing sounds insane. He's like, doesn't like brown.
I don't know,
like,
I'm thinking of the Porsche that I sold in brown, and I just never liked that thing.
Oh, it would be so, I'm thinking like the Rembrandt Bugatti, like one of the, like a classy, cool, it sounds so crazy too.
We do real well with specs.
We'll do it
by
by
we, I mean mostly you.
Burn. Speaking of specs, no, you've been up in your spec game. Speaking of specs, the W1. That car should be here Q1 of 27, and that's one of my favorite specs we've done. I don't think we've announced that publicly either, maybe on our story on Instagram, but we did full black exposed carbon fiber with a full Tiffany blue interior.
And it's the tight weave, right? It's not.
No, that's a standard weave, but it's a stealth carbon.
Yeah.
So it's actually black carbon exposed. It's not the standard gray carbon.
Yep. It's one where you have to be up close and then you realize it's carbon. And you're like, that is so cool. And yeah, that full Tiffany blue interior is going to look. It's
hand built with hands.
Hand built with
proudly
hands,
represented
baby.
right on the plate in the interior.
We're with like the two guys that head design were here, talking in the very posh British accent. And they're like laughing at the hand built with hands
We're
thing.
like
And they're
trying
like,
to come
we'll
up
do
with
it.
a stupid saying or something to put on the plaque, and they're like, whatever you want, you can customize it, like thinking that he wants to add his name or the Hamilton collection. No, hand built with hands.
Hand built with hands.
Yes, beautiful.
That's what it's all about, you know? How did I do? British
What
accent.
else?
All right.
I think that was like a 5 out of 10, like a 6 or 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
What else is on order?
We have the
the Karma Kaveya Tesla Roadster.
Yeah, the Karma Kaveya, we'll just breeze over that because that's going to be a daily. We'll see how that goes with. Tesla Roadster, I've been waiting since 2019. I put $50,000 on, which also reminds me of the Koenigsegg Gemera that I've been waiting since 2019 or 20. 2020, so 5 years in the making.
That was the first hypercar you ever put money on. Was the
First one I ever spent money on, that is correct. Before I even bought that first Senna, I think was the first hypercar I bought. It's still hyped to get that vehicle. I think it's in the low 2s. It's a 4-seater. The doors are taller than me when they're
2,400 horsepower. Like, that's insane.
It's going to be so fun. And but hopefully my kids aren't out of the house. Like the goal, I think I threw it on my Facebook. My oldest was 11. I can't wait to take my 3 kids when the wife's out doing something to a restaurant because I can take all of them with me. They're going to be out of the freaking house.
But your grandkids are going to love it. They will. And now I have a kid. You can take, you know what, you can take my son out. That'll be great.
It's funny that you mentioned grandkids because we did a whole Florida house tour, and my wife and I are actually going to sell that home, and we are going to build a end-all be-all that my wife's like, we have to start thinking about our grandkids.
Is this like a new decision?
Yeah, you don't even know this.
Oh my Lord.
So,
he's had 4 Florida homes since the 5 years I'm with him.
Yeah, 4, and this will be the 5th. So we're going to buy a lot
Lord.
in that community, and we want to build like a mega car focus, but also my wife having influence in it because she's not really into cars, and that's fine. More on that will come. I can't wait to show you guys that.
You want hypercars, she wants grandkids.
Yeah,
it's the perfect.
So what reminded me of that is she's like, this house might take 2 years, and we might have it for 10 years. We have to actually think about the grandkids coming here because my kids will be in their mid-20s, and I had my first kid when I was 25. I have $11 million of cars coming in. You'd think
I mean, you got hypers.
I know, it's a lot. Let me see.
These vlogs are just so wild to me because like we're just chatting. I'm like, it'll take 30 minutes. We've been here for an hour and a half just shooting shit about cars.
Just chatting.
And it's kind of fun to like connect and talk about what's going on because we're so rushed with normal vlogs that we can't just have fun and chat about the E250 van and weird. I don't know if you could say that, but
probably not.
Probably not. The E250 creepy candy van and some other stuff.
This next one we have to check. We should just call and see if we can reveal it because it's the one from the Monterey Car Week. You
can say it's a new car. I don't think you can say anything about it. But it has been ordered.
Have they not publicly unveiled it? Will you ask them for permission after we shoot this?
Yeah, I'll confirm right now.
And if they allow us to share pictures with you guys, like
they will not do that.
Different.
They won't.
Are you sure?
100%.
All right, fine. The next one coming up is it's a new Hennessy that is not necessarily going to replace the Venom. They're going to build them in conjunction. They still want to build their 100 Hennessy Venom F5s, but they're also going to build another hypercar that is right around the same price, and it is insane. It's
very different.
Yes,
and it's
extremely
going to be really cool. I actually think that's a sleeper. Like, I might be more excited for that than a lot of the other cars coming.
And I've already got money down on that thing, and I think that they sold a bunch of deposits at Monterey Car Week because it's such a great looking car.
Yeah.
So that's coming soon. The Hennessy's actually in service right now too.
That's why that car's not here. Yep. They of all of the manufacturers, and we've had a lot of great experiences, but they are the best for customer service by far.
And some people comment that we seem to favor, like, they pay us nothing. There is no influence they have over these vlogs. I just genuinely actually love that car, and they take such good care of that car. I'm getting paid nothing. I'm getting nothing to say this. It's just a really phenomenal team of people over there.
It makes it so easy to sing their praises because they're good people. They show up when you need them. Like, John came and hand-delivered the car himself. Cole was at your wedding. Like,
I was just going to call Cole to ask for permission. I'm like, he would have answered, and he would have taken care of it.
And every time we talk to them, they are the first people to offer to help. I mean, any issues I've had, they've solved immediately. So
true story. They're homies.
Yeah, they're great people, and I love the F5. Yeah, I think we can wrap it up with a big Apollo update.
Let's get up. Let's go. We can share with you guys some pictures because we've been working so hard behind the scenes to get all this stuff together, and we are going to do a separate vlog about it. So we're just going to kind of touch on this. But if you guys want to see the deep, in-depth, and the cringy visit that we have to make to Vegas in vlog, you got to watch the next one. I think that'll go live I don't know, mid-November?
Yeah.
Because I think we'll have it running by sometime in November if all goes well.
Yeah, that's the biggest update, is the fuel cell is getting close. It's in production. We thought that could take 12, 16, 20, 6, 7 weeks, who knows. But
ATL Performance has been amazing. Robin over at ATL Performance, they manufacture actually fuel cells for a lot of the F1 cars. Apparently this legit basically has an F1 fuel cell on it, and Robin has been a freaking amazing communicator, and he has been the guy behind the scenes at ATL helping us get that longest item to get done.
Yeah, so, by far the most difficult too. The gentleman at Apollo, they're working on the seat pads for us. We're missing the passenger seat pads for the car. So
he just sent us a picture of the pads, so now he has to get them upholstered, I guess, so that might be just a few weeks.
But as you guys can see, we are still missing the
speaking
interior.
of which, we talked about, did we talk about making this a hero seat on the...
I don't know. We kind of did. We didn't talk about the hero seat on the SSC though, and that's cool too. We'll add photos of that.
Oh yeah, we are going to do a hero seat on the SSC,
And the ESCO.
And we made a last minute change, which we never made public either, because we changed it like 3 months ago, and they allowed us to do the hero
the driver's seat in the ESCO is going to be orange to match the paint. It looks really good. It's going to be crazy when the roof's off. The SSC is a black and red interior, red driver's seat. So we may do something funny with this and do a blue hero seat.
And that red carbon that SSC just sent us via text, like he's got some great, today.
Okay, this is our next round of spray outs. I think we're finally getting there.
Great communication from Jared over there, like phenomenal, and they're doing a bunch of work behind the scenes to get new stuff done for us. They haven't done like a red tinted carbon. They figured it out and it looks phenomenal.
Yeah,
he's shipping it to me so we can see it in person, but the video looked amazing. The interior on this is so crazy.
I know.
There's just nothing.
Yeah, so the fuel cell obviously goes back here somewhere, I believe. We got the blue carbon buckets upstairs with the other storage. Obviously the steering wheel, I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but it just feels so, the fit and finish is really cool. I think it's going to be so awesome when this thing's running.
And you ordered a trickle charger, you plugged it in, and we found out that the battery works, so that was a big concern.
We've had a lot of help from the original owner. He's pretty private, so I won't say his name, but he put us in contact with the person that he had servicing the car for him, and James is that person, and he's been awesome. He's been really helpful. He flew out and took inventory of everything we're missing. We got a lot of momentum on getting that stuff ordered. He sent us the battery tender, so the battery's up and working in this car. It'll wake up and turn on. So
the
once the fuel cell,
the door needs to be fixed, right?
The driver door still. So a funny thing on this car, if you guys don't know, there's a 3-stage door handle on the outside, a manual door handle for race cars. You pull the first stage and the door pops open. You can open it like a normal car door. The second stage will actually unlock these hinges here, so you can pull the full door off of the car. And if you pull it harder to the third stage, it'll actually blow these hinges off with explosives.
Wait, for real?
Dead serious.
Yikes.
That's because if you're in a race car and it flips over and it's on fire, you can't get out of the car unless you blow the doors off.
And we just found out that, or I just found out that this thing has nitrogen-powered jacks, like a straight-up cup car. It just pops up.
I just ordered those. Another yesterday.
Are you gonna use those?
Yeah, it's probably tomorrow.
Maybe we'll have some footage of that for you guys.
Yep. Front's going up first. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That is actually super sick. I'm glad that worked. I was like kind of stressed about this, so we did it. It is actually very cool. I'm not gonna lie. Fuel cell seats, we'll fix the door. The battery's up. We got the key. I'm glad we got that.
Didn't come with it. We pressed the auction. They had found it, and we're like, well, that's really cool.
Yeah,
that was
even
part
Apollo
of it waking up.
Was like, that'd be a really hard piece to replace because the key is so unique.
Title we're still working on. That's a challenge. But
once we get it running, then we're gonna get it registered.
We ordered wheels actually. I don't think these wheels look good. I just don't think they're actually bold enough for how crazy this car. These look like the same wheels that would come on a Porsche, right? And this is a way more bold car. So we found some awesome Bostons, of course, and we'll show you guys those too. Those are going to come with the vehicle, and those should be ready in the next. We have to send them some a center lock. We shipped that today to them.
That's why I have the nitrogen. I'm shipping that tomorrow, actually. Yeah. So
cool.
So yeah, this car's getting there.
And here's what the key looks like, just so y'all know. Did they match it? Because this is like super bright red. Was this matched with the original spec of this car?
There was, and that's something that I think we'll cover in the full video later.
All right.
But this car was a different spec for the first iteration, and it was changed.
It was hideous.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
We're gonna have to go approach someone that I think does have the original seats, and there was also an original set of racing wheels and then racing brake rotors that came with this vehicle. So it's missing a couple $100,000 in parts that aren't critical to it, especially because we're getting the seats remade, but we think we know where they are, and we're gonna go visit them in a few weeks, and that's gonna be part of the Apollo update.
That'll be pretty fun.
Hopefully we don't get shot or arrested.
We'll bring Houston.
Because it's a pretty risky.
Yeah.
I'm
just kidding.
Don't reveal where it is.
I know.
You've said too much.
I know.
Gosh.
Show him the key. Have you guys seen? So this is the.
I did.
I think it matched. Anyways, it's neat. But one of the cool things is the actual little key mechanism
it's a vape.
itself. Isn't that crazy?
I can't believe it's a vape.
Isn't that nuts? Anyways,
No, it's actually it's a real crack pipe.
bro.
Let's talk about the two things that are commented basically the most on and we just never addressed, and I'm sorry about that. One of them is Natalia. She played a huge role in the early stages of the Hamilton collection. She has been gone for a little while. She actually works with one of the old rap partners, Chicago Auto Pros, and she's doing their social media and found an opportunity there. So we always wish her the best of luck. And then my weight, you guys are always like,
He's put on a lot of weight, guys.
I used to get like fat, skinny. Like when I filmed my last collection tour, like we had to film it over the course of 3 months, and I was like fat, skinny all throughout it. I've been thin actually for like 3 months now, and I'm trying to actually maintain this weight. I'm healthy, I'm fine, I'm actually just trying to get fit. That's what it all comes down to. I want to move around better.
With me being a dad, I'll just take the weight from you and put it on. I'm trying to get big enough where I don't fit any of the cars anymore. But no, Steve's looking great. Thanks.
I'm just
I
kidding.
know, I am fat, but you're looking great.
I think that's it. I think we covered it all.
Boom.
As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to share your shiz and be good to others. I always laugh at the end because it's so weird.